Hello and welcome to Pilgrims to the Premier League episode 48, a Football Manager 2021 series here on Boston United FM. We took over Boston United in National League North with the solitary aim of reaching the top level. This is season 10 and we're now in the Premier League. 5 promotions, all of which earned by winning the league. We survived our first ever season in the top tier, finishing 14th. Since our defeat to Arsenal in the last episode, which was our first defeat in the Premier League this season, we had gone on a poor run of form. We sneaked a draw at Watford, then lost to both Chelsea in the EFL Cup and Manchester United in the league. Another tweak of our tactics to go back towards a gegenpress style saw us play well against Wolves, but we gave away a 2-goal lead in the second half. We are unbeaten since then, scoring at least twice per game, including an incredible 4-3 victory away at league leaders Chelsea in the league. There were 3 goals scored between both sides after 88 minutes. Our most recent games have been a 4-0 win over Brentford and a 4-1 win at Leeds United. We've won our last 3 away games. Today, we face Tottenham Hotspur at home. We go into the match against Spurs above them in the table by 4 points. We sit in 6th place and therefore occupying a European spot, although there is obviously a long way to go in the season just yet. We are 17 points clear of the drop zone and only need 13 more points to get to our 40-point target. Liverpool are top, but both Chelsea and Manchester United have a game in hand on them. Brighton and Brentford occupy the bottom 2 spots in the division, having only picked up 1 win each in the league so far this season. Jerome Opoku has forced his way back into the starting lineup to partner Josh White in central defence. Scottish summer signing Lewis Gordon plays at left back today as De Benedetto cannot play against his parent club. Our regular defensive midfielder Carranza is suspended, having already picked up 10 yellow cards in just 12 games. Thank God Effiong replaces him. We now pair up a box-to-box midfielder, which is normally Alvaro Jose, but is Dale Woods today, alongside an attacking Mazzala. Niall John has adapted to this role superbly and has 6 league goals so far. Mohamed Tabouni comes in for Kelesh on the left, as we're suffering with a few fitness issues after playing against Leeds on Wednesday. Nikolic up front also has 6 goals in the Premier League, including a couple against Liverpool. Now this should be a fairly tough match. Always tends to be against Spurs, although we did beat them at home on the opening day of last season, but that is a long while ago. We're in good form, we're in good goal scoring form. Hopefully we'll pick up at least a point today. Let's pump the players up. We've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. Let's keep this unbeaten run going, hopefully past Christmas into January, and we'll see where we go from there. Not going to answer a question about an opposition player. We must have lost to Spurs in the return game last year, but I don't remember it. So we'll just carry on as normal, and we're ready to kick off. Corner to Spurs, goes near post. There's White, who nods it away. Now Dykes, he brings it forward down the right-hand side. Is he going to cut in on his left? I think he may have been fouled for a penalty. Sancho has dived in. Not something he's known for, his tackling. But we've got a penalty. Nikolic steps up and puts it in the corner. The goalkeeper didn't even dive. He gets his 8th goal of the season. That's his 7th in the Premier League. He's not been a bad Bosman free transfer signing. Throw into Spurs with Reguilon, but he gives it to Dykes. He comes forward. Nikolic tries to steal it and go forward, but Spurs get the ball off us. Here's Reguilon into Reina in midfield. We're battling for it, but it goes out to Wells. Going to try and get his cross in. He does, and Spurs have equalised. Sancho has made up for his mistake with the penalty, and he's got his 7th goal of the season. Rayner spreads it out wide to Wells, takes on his man, gets to the byline, puts a low cross in, and there's Sancho to fire it home from 3 yards out. 1-1. Spurs coming forward again. Here's Sancho, gives it to Reguilon on the overlap. They do get the cross in of another shot. That was Wells, I think. But the goalkeeper saved it. Slicker got his body behind it. Goes out for a corner. Rayner to take it. Goes far post. But we do get it clear. Goal kick to Spurs. Taken short. Vera in midfield. There's Wells. He's seen quite a bit of the ball just lately. Now Navarro is going down that right-hand side. He's going to get into the area. Gets his cross in, but Slicker is there to pluck the ball out of the air. And that's half-time. The game seems to have come alive in the last few minutes. Since Spurs equalised, we've seen a few highlights. And to keep the players pumped up, go out there and give these fans their money's worth. We'll be happy with a 1-1 draw, but obviously we'll be even more happier with a win. Spurs have got a free kick outside the penalty area. Rayner is on it, has a shot, and it's tipped onto the post, I think, by Slicker. They get the corner. Rayner's over it. He's obviously the set-piece master for Spurs. But we do get it clear. But only as far as Vera. He goes back to his defenders, gets it back, but obviously does nothing. Throw in for Spurs down the right. Wells is on it, gives it to Vera. Navarro's got plenty of space, goes far post, and there's Raheem Sterling to nod in for Spurs. He came on at half-time for Jadon Sancho, who surprisingly got taken off, having scored the equaliser. But Sterling is there at the far post to nod back past Slicker. 2-1 to Spurs. Spurs with a throw on halfway. Can we steal the ball off them and get a counter-attack going? Here's Kane. Poku has missed out. Here's Rayner. He's gone through and he's slotted home. That will probably be the game for Spurs. We've had a good run, but it looks like it might be coming to an end now. We've made those few changes since the midweek win at Leeds, and I think it might have cost us. Rayner storming through the midfield, goes one-on-one with the keeper and just slots it in at the near post. We start with a goal kick. White gives it to Edwards. He comes inside, gives it to Dykes, inside to Effiong, onto Tabuni. We do give the ball away, but Apoku brings it forward, gives it to Konoplia, who switched over to this left-hand side. Here's Alvaro Jose. Tries to find Nikolic, but the goalkeeper comes out to grab it. He kicks it clear, but only as far as Tabuni, who picks it up. Ramazani's through. There's Nikolic and Dykes at the far post, and he's made it 3-2. Goes and grabs the ball out the net. Can we get an equaliser? White with a header down to Tabuni. Ramazan with the ball, crosses it to Nikolic. His shot is blocked, but Dykes manages to squeeze it in at the near post. 3-2 to Tottenham. Throw into Spurs. Can we steal the ball back, get a counter going, and maybe nick a point? Mateus on the ball. Here's Sterling. He's through, but his shot goes wide. Must have been tipped round the post. Sterling with the corner. Effiong gets his head on it and clears. But we don't manage to get the equaliser. We lose by 3-2. Yet again, we score more than once in a game, but maybe the defence has let us down. We've conceded 3 goals at home. I'm actually going to tell the boys that I wasn't happy. They should be motivated through that, and most of them are. Apparently a heavy defeat was expected, but I don't think Spurs were that much better than us, not on the day anyway. As I've said, our players do have an eye for goal, We are scoring goals at the moment, which can only be a good thing. But we do sit in 7th place now. Leicester have gone above us, and Spurs are now just a point behind. Canoplier, our new fullback this season, he's a little bit tired. He has played most of the games. He's a very good player at right back. And that brings our 8-match unbeaten run to an end with a defeat at home to Tottenham. It's almost Christmas. It's almost the January transfer window. We've not got a lot of money to spend unless the board are willing to give me a little bit extra in terms of trying to cement a top half place. That's probably going to be the stretch goal now for this season. We're still going to say stay up because we know what the Premier League's about. We could go on a horrendous run from now, not pick up a point in 10 games and get dragged right down the bottom. But we've got 27 points. We're doing all right. In terms of the next episode, I think we're going to go through the whole of January, see what business we can do, see if we get any bids for any of our players. If they're scoring goals, we might see a little bit of interest in them. But I can see in the middle of February there, we've got a home game against Manchester United on the 9th of February. So we'll come back for that one. If you've enjoyed the content of this episode, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.